Good evening. I am the Mainly Digger, and this is my live stream during the week. Normally I don't do these, but I have time, so I'm going to do it. Trying to think of news. I got a surprise. I'm not going to keep it a surprise, but I bought a diving detector, a handheld diving detector, cheap off of Amazon. It's coming tomorrow. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. This is a cheap little thing, but it's for when I go to the streams and stuff. How you doing? Um, Yeah, it's for when I go to the streams, and I have my pinpointer, my normal pinpointer, but it's too small. Um, and I don't know. I'll see. I'm just excited. Cannot wait. Hey, American Outdoors, Redneck Zombie Apocalypse. How you doing? Um, so yeah, excited to get it and use it. I asked to warm up a little bit. It was pretty warm today in Chambersburg. When I left work at like 8, it was 61 degrees, so cannot wait. I'm doing good. I just got off work. Um, Figured I'd do a live stream, but yeah, I'm excited. I cannot wait to go detecting this weekend, find more coins. I'm pleased. I'm surprised that I'm this excited about a penny and a coin, but got to do some research on it. Uh, Probably not worth anything at all. I think it said at minimum it's worth like 2 cents, but you get what you get. Hey, finders keepers. Um, but yeah, the 1959 D is pennies. It's cool. This is cool. I am mostly from Maine, but I'm in Chambersburg. I'm in the army and I'm stationed in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. So I've been here for about a year, and that's most of my videos about detecting in Chambersburg, and I do some stuff on Maine because I love talking about Maine. I get homesick, and the more I talk about Maine, the less homesick I get. Um, But yeah, mostly from Maine. I've lived everywhere though. I've grew up mostly in Maine and in Tucson, Arizona. Actually, I graduated high school in Tucson. But yeah, I've been in the Marine Corps. I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years. I was stationed at Camp Pendleton. Went back to Maine for a while. Went to college. That didn't last very long. Um, got out, joined the army, got married, stationed in Texas and Alaska. Maine's great. Maine's beautiful. Uh, it's a great place. I mean, it's a great place all around. But it's my only complaint about Maine is it's expensive to live there. And taxes. Maine not doesn't get taxed on everything. Like to me, a state to live in that would get taxed is Connecticut. Connecticut gets taxed on everything, but Maine has some taxes too. But Maine's beautiful. Um, but yeah, I love metal detecting. I love history. I love doing a lot of historical research. Um, it's just fun for me. Uh, yeah, but I'm excited. I got a little handheld detector. I would call it a pinpoint. It's bigger than a pinpointer. I have a Garrett pinpointer that I love. It's just, it doesn't have the reach in the water when you're snorkeling. So, and I love metal detecting on streams. Georgia. I'd like to go to Georgia someday. Georgia sounds like a fun time, especially like history. I love history. Georgia. I think I have some relatives in Georgia. I don't know where though. Um, but yeah, a lot of history in Georgia. All sorts of history, not just Civil War history. But one of my goals for coming to Chambersburg or coming to Pennsylvania is to find something from the Civil War. I haven't found it yet, but I will. I have a historic estate that I've been detecting on, and yeah, I know so many battlefields. Actually, I went to Gettysburg. I've been to Gettysburg twice. I went there not to detect, just I did a vlog on it, and I love Gettysburg. Gettysburg just gives me that warm and fuzzy feeling. I love going there. Um, Such an interesting place. But yeah, there's Maine doesn't have any Civil War anything really. Um, except I mean, it has attachments to the Civil War. Like, oh, that's cool. I've yeah, I've met LO Bean. LO Bean is in Maine. It's open. I think It's open 24 hours a day and 364 days a year, 363 days a year. But if you go down there early enough, you'll meet celebrities. I met Tom Cruise. That was weird. I've met a couple of celebrities in at LL Bean. Because always go there early to try to beat the crowds and stuff. But it's LL Bean's fun. Hey, Park Rat, it's going. Just talking about Maine. I just got off work. Figured I'd do a live chat, live feed. I got a tomorrow. I have I bought one of those handheld diving detectors on Amazon. A big pinpointer, pretty much. So that's coming tomorrow. Can't wait. I always wanted to talk to the American pickers. Just sit down and talk to them about anything, really, about what they do and where they go. They go everywhere. They've been to Maine. They've been all over. But yeah, American. I love American pickers. I haven't watched them for a while, but I love them. I love watching them. Um, I bet they. I mean, you'd have to be like just to make contact with people and talk to them, and same thing with metal detecting, getting permissions to go on properties. You got to be able to talk. Here's the question: would you sell them though? Would you sell your motorcycles? But yeah, they're pretty cool. That's cool. Just to be on a show. Just I don't know. Um, yeah, American Pickers. There was actually it was a It's metal detecting and treasure hunting. American Savage or Savage Family or something like that, about Adam Savage, the rustler. Um, I used to love watching that. I can't find it anymore. Don't look like I find it on YouTube, but it's all like in a different language now. It's subtitles, and it's like I can't find. I want to watch it. And I always love that stuff. 20 motorcycles, man. That's not one thing. Like I always liked motorcycles, but I've never ridden one. I don't know. I don't have the balance for it. But yeah, working on them would be pretty fun. Actually getting my hands dirty in one and taking it apart and putting it back together would be pretty cool. Love small engine repair too, but just tinkering. I love tinkering with stuff. 20 motorcycles, man. You do have a garage. You must have a big garage, man. Now back in Maine, I have a garage, but it's old and it's I wouldn't say it's falling apart, but like it it fits one car in there and my tools. But yeah, no, I can't. June 1st, I drive back to Maine. It's like a 10-hour drive, probably more if you go through New York. Probably go around New York though. I did not like driving through New York. I do not like driving through New York at all. That was a horrible drive. An hour drive turned into like 3 hours because of traffic. No, I'm not doing it. Oh, that's cool. I love old motorcycles. I love I never got into them, but never driven one. But I love the motorcycle image. I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years, 2001 to 2005. I got out, went to college. In college, I met my wife, our future wife. I got out of like I did a year and a half in college and then decided to join the army. Yeah, that's a lot of motorcycles. A lot of motorcycles. Oh, thank you. Yeah, yeah. I don't have like when I go back to Maine, I don't have any time to like do anything besides work. So like I always wanted to get back into like small engine repair and stuff like that, but I don't have any time, or I won't have any time. Pretty much the only thing I can do now is change my oil or change the tire. But it's nothing like because I bought a house in Maine. I've had a house in Maine for like 2 or 3 years. I've learned a lot just from owning a house or house repair because I mean, I don't want to pay for someone else to do it if I can do it. So like it's interesting. Owning a house is interesting. Something I never thought. Like just stuff comes up, random stuff up comes up, and you're like, how do I can't I don't have the money to do this, so I got to fix it this way. And another reason why I love YouTube, you can always look stuff up. But so we'll see. I can't wait. I can't wait to go back to Maine. I'm definitely gonna have to make time to metal detect, but see what I can do. That's true. I tried to tell my wife. I forgot what we were arguing about, but I was like, she was trying to get me to get rid of something, and I forgot what it was. But I was like, the longer they sit, the more valuable they become. And she didn't buy it, but whatever. Yeah. No, I don't know. I have a whole bunch of tools because I work at Bath Iron Works in Maine when I'm not in the army or not. When I go back, I have a job. But so like I love what metal work. I love working on metal things, foundations and stuff like that. So I have a whole bunch of tools that are just sitting in either in my basement or garage, and I kind of miss them. And random tools too. True story. Because like I can't like especially changing my own oil. Like changing your own oil is so easy, and it's like at minimum it's going to cost you $60 to $75 to have someone else do it. When all it is you unloosen a screw, a bolt, catch the oil, make sure that bolt's tight, change something else on it, and then fill it up again. And then, that's at max $50. It drives me crazy. It drives me crazy. I'd rather do it myself, but especially changing my own oil or tire. Change my own tires. I'll do my own tires because that's just silly to me to pay someone to remove your tires. Yeah. Yeah, I was in JROTC in high school too, when I lived in Tucson. Just army. It was the only thing we had at the time, or that school had at the time. So yeah, I did that for 2 years. Then I went in the Marine Corps. It was fun. I had fun. Would climb Mount Lemon and A mountains in Maine, and just did fun stuff. It was something different, but yeah, it was a good time. That was a long time ago though. It was 98, 99, and 2000. No, yeah, 99 and 2000. Oh, it was a while ago. Um, but yep, that was high school. I spent most of my high school years were in Maine and school years in Maine, which like the biggest difference I know is like the education between Maine and Arizona. Maine at the time was like fifth in the nation. Arizona was like 48th in the nation. So like when I transferred to Arizona to Tucson, like I pretty much had all the credits to graduate early. But I didn't because I was big into wrestling then. So and it was easy. I like high school was easy. After that, I just had to show up pretty much. But yeah, no, that was a long time ago. Yeah. Um, yeah, Chambersburg has been good to me. I've had fun in Chambersburg. Little. I'd say it's bigger than the town I live in Maine, just by a little bit. Um, but yeah, it's country. It's very country. Like I grew up in Maine. I grew up in the country, but this place is country. Um, there's dairy farms everywhere, fields to metal detect in. Um, Probably not. When I get back to Maine, because I have 3 years left on this contract, and 3 years before I can retire from the military. If I retire from the military, um, I'll work for BIW as long as I can to build up a retirement there. Also, I have to be. I'll be vested at BIW after 5 years, and I have 2 years there. So um, maybe if I don't know. I don't know. It's gonna be it can go both ways. I could either retire early, depending on how things go, retire from everything and be done with it and do whatever I want, or work. Because BIW is a good job. It's just Maine's expensive. BIW is a really good job, well paying job. Um, but my attention span for the jobs that I do, I guess, or my staying how long. Usually, I stay at a job for about 2 years, and then I move on to another one. But if I retire, I mean, I'll probably do metal detect and do YouTube channels. That'd be fun. Get a military retirement, just mess around. I don't know. I don't know. But definitely going back. When I go back, I have two daughters. They are 3 and 8, and I'm definitely going to spend a lot of time with them. I've missed out in the past year or so, or less than a year. A lot of time, so gotta make up time. But yeah, I don't know about opening. I don't know. I don't know. I could always open up my own business. Maybe you never know. Or I could go to college, use that GI Bill money. I have my options. That's all I care about. As long as I have options, I'm good. As long as I have options that are where I can make money, I'm good. But all right, I gotta go. Get to sleep. You have a good night too. Um, Yeah, I gotta go to sleep. Work. I don't want to work anymore. Works. It doesn't matter what I do. I don't want to work anymore. I mainly dig out.